And welcome back to another episode of Energized. Barry, how you doing?
I'm doing great today. How are you, bud?
Great. New setting for the lads, no?
Yeah, do you think anyone noticed?
Ah, yeah, studio change.
Studio change. If you're new to the Energized podcast,
Welcome.
and if you're a returning Energized listener,
Welcome back.
welcome back.
So, big show, big news this week.
Man, it's a crazy, crazy world we live in, especially in the MMA scene.
The rematch is on.
So we're starting, yeah.
That's where we're starting.
We're starting.
We're starting. KSI versus Logan Paul 2. It's going down on November 9th in the Staples Center
Yeah.
with no headgear.
No headgear, yeah.
I think it's so funny the way they keep going. And there'll be no headgear this time.
Yeah, yeah.
I almost think that it makes the two of them look like saps when they do it. But like, their appeal is 16-year-old kids. So the two biggest stars on the internet, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, arguably, but definitely, like the, the loyalty they have.
You could definitely argue that they were the two biggest stars.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And like, they're actually such competitors as well. Like, as in, like, they're competing for the same niche market.
They are. They are. They're fighting to be the king of that niche.
Yeah, and last time they
niche.
fought, it was to a draw.
Yeah.
But they had 12-ounce gloves on and headgear. Now they have 10-ounce gloves on. They're gone pro, no headgear, and Eddie Hearn is promoting the fight.
Eddie Hearn. You can't write this shit, like.
In fairness, he would do anything for a payday, wouldn't he?
Yeah. What about okay, well obviously they drew the first time. That was in
Manchester.
Yeah. What did you make of that? What did you make of that event? Because it blew everyone away.
You know what? I couldn't believe the actual event itself. Like, the fandom for the event itself was absolutely crazy. Especially when they did the London press conference and like, sure, the Pauls were attacked. It was quite, crazy to see.
They were attacked, yeah.
And then
It got wild.
the actual fight itself, I was like, I only thought it was all right, to be honest. You could tell as soon as I got tired, like, KSI started throwing these really weird, sloppy punches, and I thought they weren't that great. Out of the two of them, I thought Logan Paul was a better boxer, and I think he'll win the rematch.
Yeah.
Also, no, I don't actually really keep too up to date with KSI and Logan Paul. I like dip in and dip out. Well, KSI looked like he let himself go and get a bit fat. I suppose Logan Paul looks like constantly in shape.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Oh, that's correct.
Oh, it's facts, is it?
Yeah.
All right, grand. So
It's like me and you, constantly in shape.
Constantly in shape. So, so I'm the KSI of the group, and Barry's the Logan Paul. He stays consistent. He makes sure he has points on Friday or Saturday night.
Yeah.
As opposed to
Protein shakes.
I'm on the protein shakes and 4 pizzas. But look, Barry, what's your take on the actual fight itself, and what's your take on like the build up to the fight?
It's such a strange thing the way the world's changing now with people like YouTubers are basically headlining in Staples Center, which is crazy.
Isn't it?
Billy Joe Saunders is meant to be on the undercard. Supposedly Jay Paul,
one of the best boxers in the world.
Yeah, one of the best boxers in the world. Supposedly Jay Paul is going to fight Dylan Danis as well on the card. I suppose that could potentially happen as well. It's going to be like
mad.
It's going to be a massive event. Like Eddie Hearn, I don't know.
It's
can
actually
see the
going to
money.
be the biggest event of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, the stuff like don't boxing is so old school, and people were like, "Oh, Conor McGregor, how dare he fight Floyd Mayweather in boxing?" But like, it's sort of like people want to be entertained, and I feel like these lads bring a massive audience. I do believe last time a draw was a fair call, but I think Logan Paul will win this time just because he stayed in shape all year.
100%. It's going to have to be at least 8 rounds now, isn't it?
It's 6 rounds again, isn't it?
Okay. But you know what I find weird, right? The way boxing is always fought in even rounds, and like most time goes point. Well, that's just like 7-round fight.
I know.
And 11-round fight and a 13-round fight. And you'd be like, guaranteed a winner.
Yeah, make it uneven. Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to me. Where it's like, right, draw.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if it actually is 6 rounds, but I'm pretty sure it is.
But anyway, it's going down November 9th in the Staples Center. What an event. Are they going to fight at a certain weight class? Are they going to agree to have to make weight for something? Or?
I'm sure they will, yeah. I'm sure they will.
Mad. Sure, they've gone pro now. They have to do that, don't they?
Yeah. It's crazy world.
Although Eddie Hearn actually explained that like anyone could go pro. He was like, you could go pro. He was saying to the cameraman, he was saying it. He was like, you just have to apply for a license and pass the medical test, and then you're a professional. It's like, Jesus, can't wait till I turn pro.
What are you expecting from the event itself? Like, obviously, in the build-up to this is going to be pretty big. They're going to come over here. Oh, sorry, they're going to come over to like
the UK,
and then they're going to go over and obviously fight in America this time around.
Well, let's be honest about it. The press tour is like the most important part of this fight. The fight itself is just like inevitable, but it's all about the build up. It's all about who can slate who the most leading into the fight and who gains the most followers leading up to the fight as well. I think KSI is winning at the moment. Is he? I think he's got slightly more followers.
I think they're roughly they're so roughly the same.
I know, yeah. Know? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like they're both 20 million.
I know when they announced the fight, KSI's video was like number 3 or 4 trend on YouTube, and Logan Paul's at 18, so he had an extra 1.5 million views on his.
Yeah, I think it's because KSI.
But then again, he could put his video out first, and if his video is out first, well, then like he'll get more views.
Oh, I get you. Well, you see, the thing is, KSI would have like a load of like 15-year-old guys that follow him. That would probably be his exact type of person. Whereas Logan Paul would have more like 13 to or 14-year-old girls. More.
Who fancy him?
Yeah, more like that. His niche. It's because he like has like dogs and like he had the parrot and stuff. I know the parrot's obviously dead now, but he has like loads of little gimmicks. Whereas KSI just records in his room and just like laughs obnoxiously at things.
So didn't he make it big with playing FIFA originally? Wasn't that his
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like whereas Logan Paul actually went out and about to rainforests, etc.
He actually met people.
Yeah, but at the last fight, True Geordie was obviously commentating on that one, and then all the tweets about his bedroom antics came out. Yeah. So do you think they're gonna get him involved in that now? Or?
No, I don't think so. I think they're gonna try and actually make it that bit more professional. So they'll probably have. I think Sky Sports are gonna be showing this.
No, it's DAZN.
Yeah, but Sky Sports in the UK, DAZN in the US.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, same with like big boxing fights everywhere. So Sky Sports are gonna be showing it. So I don't think they can have True Geordie on there because Sky Sports are gonna be like, this guy wants to shove a dildo up his own ass, so like he can't be here.
Harsh, man. That is harsh. That is loose.
Sorry, True.
If you're enjoying the show, make sure to hit a like and subscribe.
Yeah, true.
Geordie.
Hit thumbs down if you don't want a dildo up your arse.
Yeah.
But look, that was the big news from the week. Like, from the boxing world, anyway. Other big news from this week from the MMA world is we have a main event for UFC 244 in the Garden, and me and Barry love the November Madison Square Garden card, don't we?
We do.
Ever since we went to UFC 217, like we wait for that card because it's always one of the biggest cards of the year.
It is.
So this
year,
although
last year wasn't that amazing, was it?
I don't think it was as amazing, but I think they tried to make it big and then just didn't make it as big.
Sometimes things don't work out.
Yeah, it's not always set in stone that's going to be good. Last year was DC versus Derek Lewis at UFC 230. This year, UFC 244, we have Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal for the baddest motherfucker belt.
They are two badass motherfuckers, to be honest, man.
How excited are you for this fight?
Oh, and just like the card itself is lined up to be absolutely brilliant. Like Darren Till against Kelvin Gastelum. Like, I mean, you already have me sold there in those two fights.
Yeah, I'm like, give it to me. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's much better than...
Yeah.
Let's be honest, like, it's better than UFC 242 already, isn't it?
Yeah, UFC 242's card was fairly bad. It was just like Khabib was earning such a high paycheck. They couldn't pay everyone, you know?
Yeah, it's like, Khabib's after earning 2 million a fight, so therefore, we'll just have Khabib's mates fight in the card.
The Khabib crew.
But look, so excited for that fight. Anytime Nate Diaz fight, like, I'm so down for it. And when we put out the post of like the Dosbrack drew, like Jesus, it was as if Barry sat at home and drew that photo himself, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like people loved that post.
They did love it, yeah. It was brilliant. Dosbrack, make sure you check him out. He's brilliant. He's an Irish artist.
Yeah, so
from Cork.
If you're ready for UFC 244, hit the subscribe button because that's important.
Yeah. I still can't believe you brought up dildos, but we'll move on.
Yeah, well, like I'm only saying what happened.
I know, yeah. It's just like can't believe that actually happened. But yeah, so like early prediction for that?
I am going to say Masvidal.
I'm thinking Diaz right now, but like who knows? Like the embedded and the build up and all. Are
I suppose we should probably also state in that fact that it looks like Usman versus Compton's not happening, and Dana White said he's not going to put a title fight underneath Diaz versus Masvidal. What do you think of that?
Give us 5 rounds of Diaz and Masvidal for the baddest motherfucker belt.
I love that, but like I'm also not against. I don't think it's bad if a title fight goes underneath that either.
Yeah, I know. But it's sort of like you're sort of disrespecting the champ by putting a fight on that it isn't for a belt.
Yeah, but when like it matters, it matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the fight, the champ will want the pay-per-view money.
Yeah, but the champ should also be like, you know what? I'm gonna get so much more eyes on me because I'm fighting on a Diaz card.
I know, yeah. But they have to let on that they're more important than that. You know what I mean? Because
even though they're not.
Even though they're not. You can tell by the followers and the numbers. That's going to be in November.
It's also going to be in November as well.
Yeah.
So definitely make sure you're around for that one. Like, we're going to give you a full breakdown of that card.
Yeah. Very energized.
We'll give you a breakdown of the fights that matter on that card, like we do with each card.
Yeah. Today we're actually recording on a Sunday because Ross is going to be busy next week. Usually we record on a Monday. But that's the loyalty from the Energized.
Yeah, we make sure we get it done. Content has to come out one way or the other.
Yeah.
Otherwise you'll have Barry here sitting here talking by himself.
Yeah, I'll be like, wow.
Wow, KSI vs Logan Paul.
KSI vs Logan Paul.
With no headgear.
No headgear.
Dun, dun, dun. The reason I found that so funny, it was actually like the fourth thing that came up in the promo trailer.
That's for the kids. Just be like, no headgear this time. Yeah, so obviously over the weekend it was UFC 242. It was in Abu Dhabi. Khabib Nurmagomedov took on Dustin Poirier. The card itself wasn't amazing. Khabib time is Khabib's time.
Yeah, Khabib absolutely went out there and smashed it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Poirier, I think, had about 60 seconds of goodness, I would say, in the fight, didn't he? He sort of rocked Khabib a bit on the feet. And I think that's the second time we sort of seen Khabib in, I'm not going to say trouble, but, you know, a bit on shaky ground, more so than anything else. And then Khabib got in, he got the takedown, and that style is just, like, unbeatable at the moment, isn't it?
He's as cold as ice.
It's so like calm and collected, and he's like, I'm going to pin your arm down, then I'm going to pin it behind your back, and then like you're trapped, and then I'm going to maul you.
Yeah.
And that's the way he does it. It is next level, and I think people are actually very interested in seeing him fight Tony Ferguson.
I think that's the only fight I really want to see. Although you said Conor sent a tweet out saying he wants a rematch in Moscow, which is never going to happen.
No. It's going to be Khabib versus Tony Ferguson. Hopefully next. 5th time lucky. They've tried to make this fight 4 times already, and not once has it come to fruition. So, look, Tony Ferguson's riding, I think, like an 11-fight win streak, isn't he?
Yeah.
And
but the longest in the division, I'd say. Bar, obviously,
Khabib.
Yeah.
But that's the fight that needs to happen. I sort of thought, maybe Max Holloway could give Khabib a scrap. But after seeing him take out Poirier, it was like, no, not a chance.
How do you beat Khabib? And are you just going to say knockout?
Well, actually, strangely enough, in next week's main event, you have Justin Gaethje fighting Cowboy Cerrone, and I feel like Justin Gaethje almost has a style that could beat Khabib, because he was Division 1 All-American wrestler, so very good takedown defense, and then like he also has knockout power in his hands. And it's not really the most ideal person to. It wouldn't be the first name to come to your head, but at the end of the day, he's also like sort of willing to get absolutely like battered out of it as well. So maybe Gaethje, maybe Ferguson, and then maybe George St. Pierre. Other than that, like I think he has to move up to the welterweight to get beaten.
Yeah,
Usman might be able to beat him as well because he's massive.
Yeah, but they're mates.
That's true.
Oh, but who knows? You know, in the fight world, who knows?
Maybe Colby Chaos Covington.
Who knows, man? But Khabib, we both predicted he was going to win. He did win. What's next for Khabib? Tony Ferguson, then I
think it is Tony Ferguson. Like, who else is he going to fight, really?
Exactly, yeah. Also on the card, Edson Barboza lost to Paul Felder by decision.
That was a very close decision. I actually thought Edson Barboza was going to win that on the judges' scorecard. It was a split decision win for Felder. So they're one apiece now. Felder's probably should have done a better job. He got a bit emotional afterwards, and he probably should have called out the winner of Cerrone versus Gaethje. And if he won that, he'd probably be next in line for a title shot.
That's a good call. You should have told him that. Yeah. Ross's mate Islam Makhachev also won, and Curtis Razor Blades won as well.
Yeah, so good to see Makhachev. I want to see him fight like someone in the top 10 next, and then Curtis Blades. I don't know, probably fight Derek Lewis next after he fights Iganov. My balls are hot.
Man's balls are hot.
So, also this weekend was Bellator 226. Pedro Carvalho won in the Featherweight Grand Prix, which was a nice win for SBG Ireland.
Go on, lads.
On the lads. And then also Ryan Bader fought Czech Congo to a no contest. There was a bit of an eye poke by Bader on Congo, and the fight got no contest. Although what did happen after the fight was Rampage Jackson tried to get in the octagon and fight Ryan Bader afterwards because he's mates with Congo. What do you think of that?
Rampage.
In fairness, it might be
How's Rampage looking?
Title shot.
How's Rampage looking?
Lean, man.
Was he looking big? Yeah.
Yeah, he's looking all of 265 pounds.
Yeah, that's actually an unfortunate way to end an event. But the next Bellator event, I'm pretty sure, is actually going to be Bellator Dublin. Let us know if you're going to that.
September 27th, 3 Arena. Be there or be square.
Yeah. Also over the weekend, Armade Ian Gary won and Cage Warriors Unplugged 2 on Friday.
That was seriously impressive.
That was seriously impressive.
The future is inevitable.
It is. Fair play to you,
He's actually doing so well for himself. I mean, he's like such a marketable character.
Oh, 100%, man. Like, I mean, whoever's an agent needs to jump on him now.
Yeah. And that other fella, Paul Hughes, I don't know if you saw him, did you? He looks very good as well. He's from up north. But he looks very, very impressive. So, like, it's good to have, like, 2 Irish young talents who you're like, yes.
Yeah, I know. And they're exciting as well.
Yeah.
So definitely check out Ian Gary if you're not aware of him.
Serious knockout as well. Head kick, boom.
Yeah. This weekend it's UFC Vancouver and Canada. I always go UC Canada. It's been headlined by Donald Cowboy Cerrone against Justin Gaethje. We may as well just start with that. Ross, Cowboy Cerrone, Justin Gaethje. What are you expecting this weekend?
Could be the fight of the year we're about to see. Cowboy Cerrone is never in a boring fight, and Justin Gaethje, every time he fights, people are like, it's going to be fight of the year.
Yeah.
Must see TV.
And then if he wins, he does the backflip off the cage.
Yeah.
Canada.
I actually don't know who I think is going to win this one. You know that?
I'm going with Gaethje. I don't know. He just doesn't quit unless he gets knocked out. Whereas Cowboy, he's just been through so many wars. I know Gaethje has as well, but well, you have to pick one. Like, he's like,
you do indeed, don't you? I think I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to pick Justin Gaethje, especially watching Cowboy fight Ferguson. I was like, I think Gaethje's better.
Yeah. Shoeface is also fighting Uriah Hall.
That should be good. That should be good. And Antonio Carlos Jr.
Yeah.
That's actually a decent scrap. You know what? There's a few like fights that you can sort of watch. Like be kept entertained.
Yeah.
Todd Duffy's making his UFC return, I think, on this card as well. He looks like a genetic freak, so it'll be interesting to see. And then Glover Chair is fighting as well. Do you remember Anthony Johnson knocked his tooth out of the arena?
Yeah.
Have you seen pictures of Anthony Rumble Johnson recently?
No, I suppose the Anthony Rumble Johnson's coming back though, isn't he?
Man, you should see his eyes.
Oh, he's like behemoth.
Yeah, it looks like someone. Have you ever seen Blowfish? It looks like someone got Anthony Rumble Johnson and like went and bred into him, and he went. He's a monster.
He's a monster. Yeah, that's on Saturday, and then also on Saturday, Tyson Fury's back, the singing lineal world heavyweight champion. He's taking on Otto Wallen from Sweden in the MGM Grand Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas!
I'm like so interested to watch Tyson Fury fight, but so not interested in that fight.
I know. Maybe
crazy,
because it's a Sunday. Maybe because like next week that people start letting you know what's going on, and you get more looking forward to it. Although, we want to see Fury Wilder. Like,
yeah, so it's like it's a step closer to Fury Wilder, isn't it?
One step.
I suppose that's always a good thing. But anything else? Not. Oh, I think Canelo's going to move up and fight your man Kovalev next. You know the fella who beat Yard. He's going to move up, so like that's also another thing to look out for. It's good to see people moving up and like taking chances, isn't it?
Yeah. Lomachenko style.
Yeah, exactly. So, Barry, anything else to say?
No, I just want to thank everyone for tuning in again. Yeah. Hope we keep you
Appreciate
energized.
It. Yeah. Come here. I had an idea for you, and I want to tell you live on air because I want to get your honest opinion on it, right? You know the way we're going down, the fight con in Cork.
Yeah.
And we were talking about getting new T-shirts made. What would you think if we ran a competition where someone at home got to design an Energized style T-shirt, and then like we picked the best one and we got that made on the T-shirt?
I'd be up for that.
All right. So like, I think we're going to go with that. So if you know someone who's like graphic designer or someone who's really good at art and wants to design their very own Energized T-shirt, let us know and we'll get their logo of us printed on a T-shirt. That sounds cool and that sounds very energized.
That does sound very energized, man.
So guys, thanks a million for watching. As always, like, share, subscribe. But as always,
stay energized.